Hey everyone, it's Gamefruitpulp, and welcome back to the second episode of our Survival 1.18 multiplayer series on the Uneasycraft server. In today's video, we're going to be exploring some of our friends' towns on the Uneasycraft server. We have 5 towns, I believe, to explore today, and then an update on progress on our own. So we're just going to be going through on a sort of town-by-town basis. Again, we're going to have the nice sweeping camera angles that I think you guys have come to enjoy on this channel. So we're starting off with Starbound's town of Avondale, which has 5 residents. Obviously, you can see a lot of these towns have different sort of unique vibes about them, and Stars is definitely the classic sort of building style you've come to expect from him. With this sort of medieval theme. Unfortunately, we got the shaders going, but we have the rain, unfortunately, that sort of, I guess, not necessarily unfortunately, it sets an interesting sort of mood over the town, a little bit of fogginess. You sort of get an increased importance to the lighting of each town. And so like I said, Star's town has 5 members, and his town is divided up into a sort of market square area, a place for residents to build, and then Star's sort of town headquarters. And all of these cities are explorable, obviously, as this is posted on a public townie server. So I encourage you guys, if you want to look for a new place to play survival, if you want to play with me, maybe you want to play some survival, the IP is in the description down below. It's townie.uneasycraft.net, and like I said, it's a townie-based survival server. So lots to do always on the map, and lots of different plugins to use, and lots of friends to interact with there. But this is sort of the highlight of Star's town here, the market square, which includes an inn plot, which is important on our server because on our server, you can only sleep in a town inn plot or a town plot that you own. So for beginner players, you're going to be looking for those inn plots to sleep on, and luckily for you, Star's town has an inn for you to stay. So it's definitely a good place to sort of check out at the beginning of your time on the server. And I sort of just did a quick walkthrough of all these buildings. We fly into the inn now and have a look around that. He only has 1 room set up for sleeping. The rest don't have beds in them yet, but I'm assuming that's coming in the future. Lots of work has been done here by Stars. Town's looking really, really good. And all the towns we look at today are actually looking really, really good. They're quite far ahead in comparison to my town. I have some work to do, but you know, if you've been following the channel for a while, survival is not my best skill. So we're doing the best with my abilities, and we've recruited some good townsfolk for that as well, but you will get to my town at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that if you want to see my town's progress. The next town has a sort of one main build that's quite impressive, as you see here as we pan out, and I had to turn the shaders off because of the rain. You didn't get the full glory of this build because you had to fly so far out to see it. And this is the town of the usual town. Its mayor is Von Frank, the well-known Building Toronto builder, and it has 6 town members. It's currently the biggest town on the server. And obviously their town hall is the grand piece of their town, but there's some other things going on with it as well. We explored one of the other builders. I believe his name was Zach, if I remember correctly. He has his own little sort of inn and abode situated behind the town hall. So we go over and explore that in this. You see me sort of making my way down the road, and we have a quick look underground and at his setup. But obviously the main feature of this town is the town hall. Really impressive, especially when you consider that this is survival, of course, and that you needed to collect all those items and you couldn't fly to build. And frankly, I don't know how players build things like that in survival. It's always been very, very shocking and impressive to me. But as you see now, we're sort of working our way into, I hope it's Zach was his name. I hope, otherwise I'm going to feel bad. But the Checkered Flag Bar and Pub is where we are. As you see, we sort of make our way down to the basement. So where they got the bar set up, which would be very useful when it comes to the brewery plugin, which I don't know if they've unlocked yet for their town, but that'd be something that will definitely be able to be utilized once the brewery plugin is all set up. And then we make our way a little bit further down to see some of the little nooks and crannies of this building and some of the interesting features that the building has. You see Zach makes his way down to join us as we explore. I do like this sort of, this is not something I've utilized much with the replay mod, but the ability to sort of follow the player around. I think we could do some interesting things with this survival SMP series and hopefully sort of capture that in some interesting and unique ways. And then see here you have me sort of hesitating to go down into the basement. I was thinking it was just a mob spawner, which I didn't really have interest in seeing, but I was told it was not, and then I slowly make my way down. There I am, and now we're sort of exploring the basement. So the basement features a few things: a farm, a nether wart farm, and that's pretty much it. And then a cool little elevator mechanism to get you back up to the top. You see here we sort of fly in. Here's his little nether room. I like I like the theme. I enjoy that he still has this sort of black stone brick, but he also has the nether. Is that nether block or netherite? Or it's not netherite. It's the nether rack. That's it. I couldn't remember the name of the block. Slipped my mind. A nice nether rack tied in with the black stone, so you don't lose the theme of the overall building, but you have the unique nether theme that fits with a netherward farm. Coming back up to the surface, you have that elevator that comes up through the well, and then that's pretty much it for this town. Other than there's a whole other area with sort of a villager village that's been reinforced with some other builds. We have a quick pan over to there, but those are the two most detailed and decorated parts that I could find, so those are the two I chose to feature. I did want to try and keep this video under 15 minutes and still explore some of the more well-known or well-developed towns in the server, just so you guys have an idea of, if you're thinking about joining the server, what you can join. The next town is the town of Wendy'S. Wendy'S is built by 3 former or current building Toronto builders. It has, again, the town's population of 3 people. The mayor is Apache, and then the other 2 townsfolk are James and Toxic. So all 3 builders that you guys will likely recognize from the Building Toronto project, and fittingly, they're building a sort of urban metropolis-looking city. Again, I don't know how they do this in survival. There's 2 very well-developed skyscrapers and a cool-looking highway, and then a couple sort of started builds that still have a lot to go, but impressive to see to start. And I think that we'll all be really excited to check in maybe in a few, like a month or 2, to see how their progress has improved. The next village is going to be Frostwatcher, which is by Darth Shocker, one of the staff members on the server. It has a population of 2 people, him and 1 other person. And again, has a similar theme to Starbound. And actually, these 2 are on the same mountain range, very close to each other. So it fits. Their plan, I believe, is to sort of settle along the entire mountain range and sort of develop their nation along there. So definitely some good building details on both of them. You see the roof details. I like how he ties in the cave, that the natural movement of the cave to go to the second build, which is built by his second town's member, whose name slips my mind. But you see we sort of make our way down there to that. I like the hanging lanterns as well. Really, really nice subtle details that really tie the village together and make it look settled and make it look enjoyable to be in. And we sort of move into this other build, have a quick look at that. Sticks with the theme, nice details. It's always what you come to expect from both Darth and from Star. When you see their villages, you know that they're going to be very detailed and very well built. So, and again, sort of checking out lots to be developed on most of these towns. I think in a month or 2, when we come back to these villages, I think they'll be more developed. The plan for the server, for the series, like I said, is 1 or 2 videos a month. And what I'm thinking is every couple of months, we'll sort of do something like this, where we'll take a highlight view of the up-and-coming towns and see how they're developing and see how they're looking. Both with Wendy'S, the previous town, and this town, you see they already have some stuff in the works to really improve their town. So it's definitely something we're going to want to follow up with in the next few sort of months as we see these towns continue to grow and develop. So my thought is this video will be mostly focused on other town development, and then next video will be focused on our town and building our town. I have some plans for that. I just have a little bit more resources to collect. But as you see here, a very, very large build being planned here by, I'm assuming, by Darth in the town. So looks like some sort of castle, so we'll stay tuned to see that as well. The last town we're going to be looking at that isn't owned by us is the town of Ravenborough by Lord Jinwa, a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel. Really, really cool raven above the town. That's the first thing you notice when you come to the town. Really well built. It looks really cool. And looks like on the surface that's all that there is to the town. Not too much going on. Jinwa's town is very, very close to ours, just across the bay. But as you pan up to the sky, you may notice something going on down below. And that's where the really cool part of this town comes in. And this is one of the towns I'm really looking forward to seeing how they develop, because it really maximizes on the new biomes that are featured in Minecraft 1.18. And as we go down, the cave just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. And there's so much cool stuff to explore down here. It's really, really lush, rightfully named Lush Cave. I sort of help out this glow squid that was about to drown, giving him a quick punch back into the water. But you got the glow squids, you got fish, you got axolotls. It's really just a cool place to explore. And I'm definitely going to spend more time exploring this area and exploring Jinwa's town outside of the video, because it's like I said, I really think it's a cool place. They got a cave system going down to do some mining, and then also some little small sort of living areas and farms going on underground as well. You'll see as we navigate through the glowberries, you'll notice a sheep farm there as I pan through, and then there's a couple other small sort of houses that are being developed still that we're going to have a quick look inside one of them here. You're going to see a pretty cool little Axolotl Aquarium, which I think is pretty well built. It looks nice. With the amethyst background, it looks good. No blue axolotls. Nothing rare. No rare axolotls yet for Ravenburrow, but really, again, this update is the reason I wanted to do a series like this again, and this is exactly why you're seeing here, because terrain like this was unheard of in this game before, and to think you're underground and exploring this is really incredible. I think it's probably my favorite thing in Minecraft now is these caves, better than any surface biome, better than any of those things. It's just a truly beautiful place to play the game now, and I'm not, like you guys know, I'm not a primarily survival player. I prefer creative, but this kind of terrain gets me back into the survival aspect of the game, that's for sure. That's pretty much all for Ravensburrow, and then just to finish up the video, we're going to have a quick look at my town, of course, and see our developments there. Like I said, I haven't done many developments here, other than falling to my death, which you'll see in a few moments. I thought it'd be nice to just have a quick jump down. We set up a little landing platform to make it so you can easily get from the town square down to the bottom. You see me falling there, and then you see me die because I missed the landing platform. So won't be a true, I guess, to capture the true SMP experience with Gamefruitpulp, you do have to see me die because I'm very, very, very bad at survival. But you'll see as we move in, there's my sort of corpse sitting on the ground, and you see me correctly land and just recover all my items. And then we'll move on to what I actually wanted to show you in the town, and that is a really cool terrain development that's being done by Reeser. Of course, another well-known Toronto builder. It's him and I in my town right now, and he's developing a really cool island sort of bluff a little bit off the coast that he plans to build some stuff on that I don't want to spoil it, so I'm not going to tell you what he's planning on building, but you can see the amount of work that's being put in just on the terrain itself. Lots of work to be done, but lots of work already completed as well. So really looking forward to seeing how everything comes together. And like I said, the plan is every 2 to 4 weeks we have one of these videos, so I'm thinking by the next video hopefully both the islands will be done, and then we can do some building of the actual main town area as well, the town square and that kind of stuff. I have some plans on things I want to do. Hopefully you guys will think they're good. But that's going to be everything for this video. If you're enjoying this series, let me know what you're enjoying and what you'd like to see. And if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed, be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you're a returning viewer, be sure to leave a like and share the channel with your friends. If you do have any recommendations on things to add, my town is, as I mentioned last video, a coastal side Italian theme, so a little bit of a difficult theme. So if you have any recommendations, let me know. But that's going to be everything. My name is Gamefruitpulp, and I'll catch you guys all next time. Have a good one.